Now 5 o'clock, as students in the Menasha Joint School District count down to the last day of school, they're also counting down to the opening of a brand new middle school. Emily Roberts live this morning near the construction of the improved Maplewood Middle School. Emily, how is this school building unique?
Tammy, the school is going to be all electric, so you can see behind me here the shell is up, but there's still, of course, a lot of work to do. Construction workers are installing a geothermal system for energy efficient heating and cooling, but that's just the start. Myron construction leaders say there's going to be so many solar panels on the roof. It's going to be the largest system on a K-12 school in our state, and this is all possible thanks to a referendum. Our Action 2 News team first told you voters approved that nearly $100 million referendum to make this happen. According to the superintendent, the school is going to have open concept classrooms, tons of natural light, and just more space to engage 5th through 8th graders. He says the new Maplewood Middle School is going to help meet the needs of students.
We are going to have, I think, probably the nicest middle school of anywhere in the area right now. And that's pretty fantastic. I mean, that's awesome for our community, but most importantly, it's awesome for our kids.
I'm sure so many students and teachers just can't wait to walk through those doors. Myron construction leaders say construction is expected to wrap up at some point next summer. So it's happening slowly but surely. Live in Menasha, Emily Roberts, Action 2 News.